You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Thank you for joining us here on News 25 and Ace Country Radio. I'm David Preston on this Tuesday, November 21st. A Pahrump woman is arrested after it being reported she was causing a disturbance and attempting to steal from our local Walmart. RJ Camacho has this story.
On November 19th, officers responded to a report of theft at the local Walmart in town. Upon arrival, officers made contact with a female who was later identified as Kristen Restiano. According to the declaration of arrest, when the officer was pulling up to the scene, they observed Restiano kicking, screaming, and cussing at other officers while in handcuffs. As officers attempted to escort her to the vehicle, she allegedly struck an officer in the thigh with her knee, barely missing their groin. Restiano also allegedly refused to identify herself to officers, and instead continued to cuss them out. Officers then spoke to Walmart loss prevention staff, who claimed that Restiano had allegedly drank 2 tall cans of alcohol without paying, then proceeded to take a pair of women's shoes and attempted to leave the store without paying for them. Employees noticed this and attempted to stop Restiano. However, she allegedly screamed at the employees while swinging her hands in an attempt to slap one of the employees. According to the declaration of arrest, Restiano had kicked off her shoes while attempting to kick an employee, instead having the shoes strike the employee in the body. She was then transported to the Nye County Detention Center and was allegedly kicking the prisoner barrier, while screaming and cussing at officers, all while still refusing to identify herself. She allegedly even struck one of the officers in the face with her knee. Kristen Restiano was arrested under the charges of resisting a public officer, 2 counts of battery on a protected person, false statement to obstruct a public officer, and 2 counts of battery by prisoner.
On November 19th, Iran unveiled a new hypersonic missile with cutting-edge technology. Anthony Roberts has more on this.
According to reports, on Sunday, November 19th, Iran unveiled the Fatah-2, an upgraded version of the previous hypersonic missile. The Fatah-2, along with a new missile defense system called Mehran, was displayed at the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in Tehran. The Fatah-2 is a hypersonic glide vehicle that glides to its target, which allows it a substantial amount of maneuverability. This makes its directional pattern harder to predict. Iran claims the Fatah-2 is able to reach speeds of Mach 15, which is 3.2 miles per second, and a range of 870 miles. It was reported today that Iran claims that the Fatah-2 will defeat the Israeli air defense.
Senator Jackie Rosen met with officials today to highlight a memorandum of understanding between the USDA and the SBA.
Senator Jackie Rosen, alongside head of the U.S. Small Business Administration Isabel Guzman, Deputy Secretary in Agriculture Xochitl Small, Congressman Mark Amodei, and President of the University of Nevada, Reno, Brian Sandoval, met together at a roundtable discussion in order to highlight an agreement between the Small Business Administration and the U.S. Department of Agriculture. According to the press release, Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack and Administrator Guzman got together recently to sign a memorandum of understanding between both the USDA and the SBA. The agreement led to a close partnership between both the agencies, which help establish the Rural Business Development Grant Program, which is responsible for providing funding for technical assistance and training for small rural businesses. In just 2022, the University of Nevada, Reno received funding from this same program in order to help an agricultural small business in our home state of Nevada. Senator Jackie Rosen went on to state that, in Nevada, small businesses make up over 99% of all businesses, including many in rural areas. I was pleased to bring leaders of the Small Business Administration and U.S. Department of Agriculture together to discuss how they are working closely, especially through the crucial Rural Business Development Grant Program.
The southeast entrance to Death Valley National Park is now open. Mikey Ruhan has the details.
The southeast entrance to Death Valley National Park is now open. Badwater Road provides direct access from Shoshone, California to the temporary lake at Badwater Basin. Federal Highway Administration's Emergency Relief for Federally Owned Roads program funded emergency repairs of Badwater Road. National Park Service employees cleared debris off the northern end of Badwater Road, and contractors cleared the southern end. Only emergency repairs have been completed. Drivers should use extra caution park-wide due to loose gravel. The park's primary viewpoints, hikes, campgrounds, and lodging are open via California 190, Badwater Road, Dante's View Road, and Daylight Pass. Many of the park's secondary roads and backcountry areas remain closed. National Park Service, Federal Highway Administration, Caltrans, and Inyo County continue to repair flood damage. During the remnants of Hurricane Hilary on August 20th, the park received over 2 inches of rain in one day, which is more than the park typically sees in an entire year. Extensive flooding caused catastrophic damage to roads and trails throughout the park. Check the park's website for current conditions and closures at nps.gov/DEVA.
As you check your smoke detectors every few months, you should also check your carbon monoxide detectors as well.
Due to recent carbon monoxide incidents in the southern Nevada area, the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada is beginning to urge residents to check their carbon monoxide alarms. According to the CDC, every year approximately 420 die in the U.S. due to accidental CO poisoning, and more than 100,000 people in the U.S. visit the ER each year due to accidental CO poisoning. Common symptoms of CO poisoning include headache, dizziness, weakness, nausea, vomiting, chest pain, and confusion. Injuries from carbon monoxide are reported to be more likely in the colder months due to an increased usage of indoor heaters and appliances. It's best to test and change the batteries for your carbon monoxide detectors at least every 6 months, alongside your smoke alarms. Even though the Red Cross does not provide free carbon monoxide detectors, they can still check the batteries of existing carbon monoxide detectors in a person's home. It is recommended that when installing carbon monoxide detectors, that you do so on central locations on each floor of your home, or even at outside sleeping areas. The Red Cross recommends that should the alarm go off, quickly move to a location with fresh air outdoors, or by an open window or door. They have also stated that one should never use a generator, grill, camp stove, or other gasoline, propane, natural gas, or charcoal burning devices inside a home, garage, basement, crawl space, or any partially enclosed area.
We have more news on the other side of this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And welcome back. From Formula One's throttle to Thanksgiving's gobble gobble, Harry Reid International Airport has some busy holiday travel this season.
Harry Reid International Airport is anticipating a busy holiday week as Formula One fans heading home combined with those traveling for Thanksgiving. Airport officials shared a forecast of when they'll anticipate various parking options will reach capacity, as well as a map of the various parking locations. Airport officials advise travelers to make plans ahead of time to avoid any inconveniences. They give tips like know before you go. Where is your airline ticketing counter located? Terminal 1 or Terminal 3? Which security checkpoint should you use? Is your flight on time? All those answers and more can be found at harryreidairport.com. For additional information regarding parking locations and prices, visit harryreidairport.com/parking.
Over the weekend, News 25 followed along the Poker Run fundraiser at Who's Dune to benefit Dion Jenkins, the sole survivor of a house fire last month. Anthony Roberts has this story.
On Sunday, November 19th at 10 a.m., a poker run took place to help raise money for Dion Jenkins, who was the survivor of the house fire that took the lives of her son Taylor and her mother Shirley. The benefit started at the Coyote Den with a total of 30 entries. Each person took a turn drawing a card from a deck, then traveled to the next location to pick their next card. There was 7 stops in total, with Who's Dunes Diner being the last stop, which would give each participant a total of 7 cards to make the best and worst hand. The winner of the best hand received $100, while the person with the worst hand received $50. There was also raffle prizes and a taco bar for those who participated in the run. Despite the wind, the poker run raised $2,700. If you were unable to participate in the poker run, you can still donate to the Dion Jenkins GoFundMe page at gofund.me/29E2A635.
Fire and rescue officials report more cooking fires on Thanksgiving than any other day of the year. Las Vegas Fire and Rescue joins the American Red Cross of Southern Nevada for a demonstration highlighting the dangers of cooking fires. Crystal Allen of KCLV TV produces this story.
In a matter of moments, your holiday dinner and your home can go up in flames.
We actually encounter more cooking fires on Thanksgiving than any other day of the year.
So what should you do to put out a fire before it gets out of control? There's an acronym for that. It's called PASS.
And that's pull, aim, squeeze, and sweep. What we're doing is we're going to pull the pin, we're going to aim at the base of the fire, not at the flames. We're going to squeeze the handle, and we're going to sweep back and forth.
To avoid fire and rescue making a drop-in visit to your holiday dinner, officials suggest keeping cooking devices like deep fryers at least 4 to 6 feet away from your home.
You should not be under those awnings. You should not be inside your garage. We know it can be cold, but we want to make sure that we are out. As the demonstration showed, those flames can go up even with just a little bit of ice on a turkey.
The American Red Cross of Southern Nevada teamed up with Las Vegas Fire and Rescue for this demonstration. Other suggested tips include: turn off cooking devices when you leave your home, watch out for drippings falling onto burners in the oven, and put smoke alarms outside the kitchen so you can hear it throughout the home. To get a smoke detector installed for free or receive help after a fire, you can call the American Red Cross at 1-800-RED-CROSS.
Matt Sadler from the NevadaPatriot.com and pro wrestler Sin Bodhi stopped by to talk about a free wrestling and fun for the whole family event called Winter Wonder Slam, coming to Petrick Park in December.
I'm Matt Sadler here with Sin Bodhi, and we're so excited. We have a great event for our community in Pahrump at Petrick Park, the McCullough Rodeo Arena, December 17th. That's a Sunday, 1 p.m. We're going to have a fantastic pro wrestling event. Best part about it, it's going to be free for the community. So we're really wanting all of you to show up. The great news is the first 800 kids that show up are going to get a free stocking. It's going to be stuffed with goodies, prizes. Get there early if you can. We're asking some community partners to come alongside of us to help support the event. We already have some great sponsors coming up. Sin's gonna break some of those sponsors down, but the Nye County Republican Central Committee is already committed. U-Turn for Christ is coming alongside of us to help with this event. They're actually going to be a beneficiary of some of the very low price concession sales at the event. So make sure you come hungry, get ready to be entertained. It's going to be a fantastic event.
Winter Wonder Slam is going to be amazing. I pride myself on putting smiles on faces, and I want to entertain everybody in Pahrump, especially all the kiddies. They deserve something so cool during the holidays and every day of the year, but especially around that special ho, ho, ho time. Amen. So thank you to Coolsville Tattoos. Thank you to Vegas Valley Injury Law. And thank you to all the other sponsors that are helping out to put smiles on faces, along with myself, along with you, along with Super Beast, Ryzen from AEW, Matt Vandergriff, the aerial chemist, and so many other amazing wrestlers coming in all over the place from Arizona, Colorado, Nevada, California, and parts unknown. It is going to be an amazing show, and we want to make sure everybody is happy. And this is so special to me and my wife, and we want to make this good for everybody. So come on down. We will not disappoint. I promise. Do I look like I'm clowning around?
And for more details on this event, you can visit the Facebook page that we had set up. The event page is called Pahrump Winter Wonder Slam. More details can also be found at the nevadapatriot.com, or you can call me personally. My phone's on all the time. I'm the local bail bondsman, so I always answer 775-382-2516. We hope to see you there.
See you there!
More news coming up after this break.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
And welcome back. Local and national singer, entertainer, songwriter John Michael Ferrari recently won the Outstanding Radio Artist at the Nashville Music Awards. News 25 spoke with him about this award.
Hi, I'm John Michael Ferrari, and I'm here to talk a little bit about my award I just received when I was in Nashville last month. It's the name of the award is Outstanding Radio Artist, and that's amazing. We had a big event in Nashville. We had a red carpet event. We had a lot of performers that night. I got up with Sophie Love and we performed a couple of songs. And I have a new album coming out. It's called I Keep Dreaming. The song that's out right now is called Who's That Girl? Hey, little girl, dance with me tonight, night, night. And you can listen to it on YouTube, go to different stations, things like that. I think they play it here in town. The website, if you want to look us up, is johnmichaelferrari.com. You can go there. You can see everything we have coming up. We have a tour scheduled in March. You got to put this on your calendar, January 20th. Every once in a while we get together and we put on a show here in town because we want to perform for all of our friends and people who are here. But we're going to be at Rhinestone. We're going to be there from 7 to 9. I'm going to be there with Sophie Love, Ray Ligon, and I'm going to invite some of my other friends in town who are musicians and singers, and they're going to come in and we're going to have a heck of a time performing for you. We're going to do my original songs and some fun cover songs. But thank you, all of you out there, for supporting what we do, because we absolutely love you and appreciate you, and it's really nice. Thank you so much.
Samantha Harris from Valley Electric is here to wish us all a happy Thanksgiving.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Hello, Valley Electric members and friends. As we approach the season of gratitude, we at Valley Electric want to take a moment to express our deepest appreciation for the trust you place in us to power your homes and communities. Thanksgiving is a time to reflect on the blessings we share, the connections we cherish, and the warmth that comes from being part of a community. Here at Valley Electric, we consider each and every one of you an essential part of our cooperative family. Your support fuels our commitment to providing reliable and affordable electricity day in and day out. As we gather with loved ones, let's also take a moment to appreciate the hardworking men and women who ensure that the lights stay on, not just during Thanksgiving, but every day of the year. Our dedicated linemen and staff work tirelessly to keep your homes powered and your lives illuminated. We are grateful for the opportunity to serve you and to be a part of the fabric of your lives. Your trust inspires us to continually strive for excellence in delivering the power you rely on. As we celebrate Thanksgiving, may your homes be filled with warmth, your tables with abundance, and your hearts with gratitude. From our Valley Electric family of companies to yours, happy Thanksgiving.
News 25 WeatherCam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Well, taking a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam, it's looking nice and sunny, but cool. John has your Thanksgiving weather forecast coming up next.
News 25 weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. It's John Kohler from the KPVM Channel 25 Weather Studios, all up and down the Ace Country Radio Network and to your computer or mobile device worldwide at the www.kpvm.tv. Nice little web address. Enjoy it. Fernley hit 50 degrees today. Fallon just hit 49, and they're the Cool Spot Award winners. Hardly ever a winner up there in Fallon for much anything. Congratulations today. Carson City at 51. Feels pretty good. It feels just like Tonopah, actually. Weather Twins at the top of the map there. 52 degrees in Goldfield is all right. 64 in Beatty. Standing out in the field just like you do. In Amargosa at 68 degrees, that's our Hot Spot Award. Tepid 63 in Las Vegas. And out in Death Valley, 75. Not too bad. Here in the Paradise Pahrump, let's take a look. Current temperature is 59 degrees, but it's taking a dive from today's high at 65. Beautiful afternoon. Light winds, 2 miles per hour, not a big deal. Sun rose this morning at 6:26. We like that part of it. Went away about a half hour, 45 minutes ago, 4:32. I might still see some color up in the sky. Beautiful sunset tonight under partly cloudy skies. And we're heading down to a low tonight of 36 degrees. And what do you think for the rest of the week? Well, tomorrow, sunshine and dancing turkeys on Thursday. Oh my, going to be some clouds kicking up from those dancing turkeys, all that dust. What are you going to do? The rest of the week, sunshine, beautiful weather. Temperatures in the mid-50s and cruising up to 61 on Tuesday. So a nice little denouement after the big holiday weekend. It's going to be a great weekend. Looking forward to it, and I hope you are too. Making some good plans. I hope so. All right, back to the desk. Here's David.
Thank you, John. Well, that wraps up this edition of News 25. I'm David Preston. We will see you on the next newscast. Have a nice evening.